One at home felt...
The question.
No, I'm sorry.
The court record demands that you state your occupation.
Oh, yes. Well, or rather, I soon will be the people's representative from Kingsley's 16th District in the United States Congress.
I see. Then protocol demands that I address you as Congressman.
Well, if you wish. I'm really not very comfortable with titles.
Tell me, Congressman, what is your relationship with the victim?
Kate Carothers is my wife.
How long were you married?
2 days.
How long had you known her?
Well, for over 20 years, and I think I loved her even then, although I never let her know my feelings. As long as she was married to the defendant, I never exhibited any improper behavior. I respected and accepted the choice that she had made. And then when circumstances became such that I could express my feelings,
Yeah?
I didn't hold anything back.
Lee looks real happy
That's
about
when
it, too.
we became more than just friends.
Did she see any other men while you were pursuing this deeper relationship with her?
Well, not at first. And then the defendant came back to Kingsley, and they began seeing one another.
To your knowledge...
Now we should ask Lee if he ever
Did
saw
he ever
other
talk
women.
of remarrying?
Yes.
And did you express your feelings on that matter to her?
Absolutely. I told her I thought she was making a very big mistake.
Why?
Because Dave Phillips had the capacity to hurt her.
Oh, we won't say anything about Lee's capacity for the same thing, will we?
What happened to you, you brought on yourself.
Well, obviously, Dave Phillips and the victim didn't remarry. Do you know why?
She said it was because she couldn't deal with his bitterness and anger.
Wait to see how Lee deals
But
with
she
mine.
saw that I was
Look, will you
right.
get out of here? You're just a spoiled brat who didn't get what you wanted.
I was used.
You were treated just as you deserved.
Order. Now listen, if the spectators wish to have conversations with one another, you can do it outside of my courtroom.
Have a seat. And tell me exactly what happened.
Well, not much, really. I followed the script we worked out. The long-suffering wife tells the other woman just what she thinks about her.
Yeah. Oh, no, but you did say that you would not block the divorce, right?
Yes. The only way I could have made it clear would have been to spray paint it on the wall for her.
That's excellent.
She's really very common, isn't she?
That's about the kindest thing you could say about her, I think.
Well, so, now what?
Well, now I go back to her, of course, and just play into it.
Well, now, try not to enjoy it.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you could tell that there's really not that much there to enjoy. Oh, you know, the other night she asked me why I always keep my eyes closed.
Spare me the explanation. I take it you'll be home late tonight.
Yeah. I'll try to break away, you know, as soon as I can. I'm sure you have plans.
Of course, of course. But I'll be back by 10.
Well, you just have fun.
I will.
Oh, listen, did you check about the reservations for the cruise?
Well, the travel agent called me and said she'd get back with me on Thursday.
That's good, yeah.
We will have enough money to pay for this, won't we?
We'll have more than enough. See, the malpractice suit goes to court next week, and then we'll get a check within a month.
Good. Just think. You and I together for 30 whole days.
Oh, yeah.
I know that girl. There's something about her that's familiar.
You're going to know her a whole lot better when I get her up there on that witness stand.
But you don't understand what I mean.
No.
I saw her
And if the defendant wishes to speak with his lawyer, he will do so more quietly. Continue with your line of questioning, Mr. Lockwood.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tell me, Congressman, after the victim broke up with the defendant and decided to acknowledge your proposal of marriage, were you aware of any conflict between them?
Yes, the defendant harassed Kate with phone calls and visits. He begged her not to marry me. She even called me up after one of those incidents, and she was very upset.
Well, did she express any fears for her physical safety at the hands of the defendant?
Indirectly. She had hoped that the defendant would be able to accept her rejection, but she was afraid that in his depression he might start drinking again, and then if he'd... Sorry, excuse me. She was afraid that a confrontation might result from it.
Thank you, Congressman. No further questions.
Mr. Webster?
Yes, sir, I'm ready, Your Honor. I'm not really one much for titles either, so I'll just drop the congressman, especially since you haven't taken office yet. I'm fascinated. Does the word confrontation always imply violence to you?
No.
Well, when Kate expressed her concern for the defendant here, did she use that exact word?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, she did.
Did it imply violence to her?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
But you are saying that it did in this case.
I am saying that she was very concerned about the fact that he was going to...
Concerned? What happened to fear?
Yes, if you wish.
All I wish from you is the truth.
And I am giving it!
No, Mr. Carothers. What you and Mr. Lockwood have been giving us is a carefully worded statement that implies that the defendant is a violent man.
Objection, Your Honor. Defense had ample opportunity to object to my line of questioning. All this amounts to is intimidation of the witness.
Sustained.
About these phone calls and visits that the defendant made to his ex-wife, did she ever claim that